Hey guys, I hope you're hungry for a little snack. My name is Jericho, this is Full Incense, and today's snack is the Overwatch beta test. So I've played just a little bit, not spent a whole heap of a lot of time with the game yet, but I really like it, a lot more than I thought I would. I basically downloaded the beta just, you know, of course just to try, because gaming is gaming and I want to try everything, but I knew it'd be a good choice for a snack for people that weren't able to get in on the open beta. But it's really cool. I like the feel of it. Having all the different characters is, you know, a cool choice. The look of it, you know, you can see. I like the whoops, I forgot that L2 is not iron sights in this game because this game doesn't have iron sights, which is one thing I don't like. But I mean, you can see just from looking at it how you know, it's bright and bombastic and colorful. It's not surprising to me that people get so I'm going to change between people a lot. I'll explain sort of my thought process and the people I've done anything with as we progress in the video. But it's not surprising to me that people get Overwatch and Battleborn mixed up so much, because this looks very much like a Gearbox sort of game with the colorful characters and the art style and all that sort of thing. Okay, so right now I'm playing as Soldier 76, who's the character you can play as in the tutorial. It is definitely like the most simple, graspable character, because he just controls like a first-person shooter character. So everybody has a primary fire, a secondary fire, an ability, and an ultimate. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, because I haven't experimented with everybody, and I know some have more or less. But that's basically the template we're working with here. So he does things you would mostly expect from a regular sort of character, you know, be that, you know, he has a sprint, you know, a bigger attack, that sort of thing. But the game is very responsive and fun. All the controls make sense. I just realized there's a Triforce on top of the ammo canner, and there's an ammo canner on the gun. I never saw that either. That's a nice... Ah! Why? I guess I had taken some pretty good damage, and they can see me through walls, so that always helps, right? Okay, so I'm going to take the opportunity to change it up. Bastion sort of is like a more defensive type character that I hadn't really experimented with, that I've been experimenting with in the like training modes, not versus other people like I'm playing now. But I still want to go ahead and give him a try. That did not go very well. We'll try it one more time. I have noticed that, you know, of course, people that have been playing the closed beta already have quite an advantage with experience and that sort of thing, and know the characters and maps and all that sort of thing. Like, this is the first time I've ever been on this Nepal map. But I'm still having a lot of fun, and I think it's a great choice to have AI battles, because that way, you know, if you're constantly getting, you know, thrashed by the computers, man, you go down really, really quickly. Gosh, and he has above average HP too. Does Bastion? Let me try. I mean, we are in overtime, so there's not much time left in the game. But let me try the other character I've really been playing with. If you know me personally, you'll understand why Reinhardt has a specific interest to me as a character, but I haven't really been able to do much with him. So we lose. No, I definitely would have killed that guy though. But yeah, having the AI matches is really cool, because that way, yeah, if you're getting destroyed every single time against other humans, you know, you can at least get a better taste of the beta and more appreciate the game and what there is to offer. And, you know, they call this a beta, but I mean, this is very clearly, I think, the retail build. Because everything, even like unlocks and stuff, even though they won't carry over, are all in place. The game is really heavily based around teamwork, and like when you're selecting your character at the beginning of the game compared to your partners, or the other players I should say, the game will tell you like, hey, you could probably use a sniper, hey, you could probably use a more defensive character, that sort of thing, which is cool. But I'm not really big on TeamSpeak, especially since I'm recording now. It would, if I was also transmitting to them, it would not go very well. But whoops. Okay, can't walk that way. Now you know. You don't have to show a kill cam for that, do you? You have to. But yeah, the game's a lot of fun. It's cool. It's fun. It's just, you know, that's really the best thing you can say for a game like this. It's very graspable too. There's a lot, you know, I like the little icon, the UI. I guess it's kind of busy, but the UI user interface, but it gets across all the information you need very well. I am not playing very well. I usually do better. I've typically fought against the AI. This is one of the first other human battles I've done, just because I figured that'd be more interesting content, but not if I'm just dying all the time. So this is McCree, the cowboy. So his special ability is you can just shoot, you know, one bullet at a time like you would expect, but you can also empty your clip, but it's just inaccurate. But you'd be surprised, like, you're really able to deal out damage pretty quickly like that, so I use it quite often. But man, that guy had like 1 health left. So I definitely, this video will go up before the beta test is over, I believe. It might be on the last day of it, but if you get a chance, you should definitely check it out and see what you think of it. One thing that I would be... I'll admit that I have not really done my research, so I'm not sure if I speak from any authority on this, but it seems like there's not really a story mode. It's just, all these people are here to fight. I'm not going to fall down there again. But I will miss that. I think the thing that was able to bring me into the world of online shooters, Battlefront, had the huge benefit of being in the Star Wars galaxy. So I know the story, I know Star Wars, so therefore, like, I can immediately sympathize with the characters in the struggle. Like, I can get into it more than I can with this. Like, why is a cowboy fighting a robot, and why are there sometimes the exact same cowboy on the other team? And I know, you know, like League of Legends or whatever, there's not necessarily a whole lot of story, but it's still something I would miss. Like, I don't know if I'm really up for a completely online game with so little story like that. Like, I don't know if I would really keep coming back. I don't think I've gotten a single kill. This is really bad. But at least I'm showing off some cool kill cam stuff. It also seems that their team is more organized than ours. Like, I feel like that they might be, you know, communicating better because they're often traveling in groups and my team's often alone. Oh, that's it. We lose again. So as this match wraps up, I think I'm going to show one against the AI just so I can stay in the game a little bit more and show off some more of the techniques and things like that. So I'm actually going to do a quick cut here, and we'll be back once I have that loaded up for you. We're back. So now I've loaded up an AI game at another map that I've never been to before, so I won't be able to particularly know my way around. I really like the maps too. There really is a lot to like in this game, and it definitely seems pretty deep with content because you have all these characters. Yeah, you see over on the right the team tips I was mentioning earlier in the episode. Hey, you should do this, you should do this. But so you have all these characters, and there's a lot of unlocks, weapon skins, character skins, that sort of thing. So I definitely think that if this is your sort of thing, it definitely seems like a good example of the genre. But if it's not your sort of thing, I don't know if this would change anybody's mind, because I don't really feel it's changed my mind. As much as fun as I am having with it, I don't think that I would really stick with it and play long term, really. I don't really see myself doing that. But hey, you might be different. One thing I will say for it is I have not had a scrap of problems with playing online at all. And even this against the AI is still online. The other people on my team are other human-controlled characters. So, but I've not had any troubles finding games, connecting to servers, or anything like that. I mean, I guess if anybody knows coordinating giant online communities, it's going to be Blizzard. But that still is very, very refreshing when you would expect that EA could do it, and Battlefront still routinely struggles. And I freely admit that some of that is my internet, but I mean, I have the same internet now. I'm not having any trouble at all. So Bastion can switch between the standing mode and then the sentry tank mode I was just in. And in that mode, he can't move at all, but he's ridiculously strong. You can just kind of tear through people. The maps are really varied too. You see a lot of other stuff. I wonder if they wanted me to break that ice or not. She seemed unhappy in the ice. Oh. So yeah, I think some of it is my inexperience with online shooters, but I often kind of park it when I'm shooting anyway. So Bastion plays pretty well to my play style, and he has pretty good health. Not the best in the game, but higher than the average of around. I guess he is probably the average, because I don't think I've seen any lower than 200, and he has 3, and then the highest is 5 that I've seen. But again, I haven't played with everybody yet. What you doing up there, bud? So yeah, now that I'm playing against AI, I'm doing really well, but this is just kind of to show off more stuff, and that way I'll be able to do the ultimate. So your ultimate charges the entire game, as you can see, the 72% right down in the bottom middle. They almost pushed me off the entire map. Chill out. And his ultimate, since his whole character is built around this transferring between the different forms, is he turns into literally a tank. So that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do it right now. That Roadhog guy, it seems interesting. I've strayed away from characters that the game is defining as more or less difficult. Like, basically, I've only used 1 or 2 star, and I think Roadhog is determined by the game as one of the more difficult to play as. So I haven't used him a lot. But the whole pulling people towards you a la Scorpion is pretty interesting and cool to me. I think I'm going to stick with Bastion this game. That went pretty well. I think it was another Bastion on the opponent's team that got me that was in his tank form. But now I gotta run all the way back to the objective, unfortunately. But I think that guy just gave me a boost. You see the little flames on my character portrait, and I was a good bit quicker, nippier. Got him. I don't know what the flames means. I guess there's a bar underneath my health with that same flame marker, but I don't know what it denotes. You're not gonna be safe over here, bud. No, another Bastion got me again. That's crazy. So yeah, this is basically Overwatch. I'm gonna finish out the game. So one other note about the story or lack thereof. Like, I know they've said like the world needs heroes, or like everyone's a hero, or something like that is like the tagline. But the same people can be on either team. So like, I guess sometimes you're the villains. I don't know. It just, for as colorful and bombastic and realized as the characters are, for them to not really have clear motivations, to me right now, is sort of holding the game back. But we'll see how that continues in future. No falling damage in this that I've noticed. Okay, this time I'm gonna kill this other Bastion that keeps killing me. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, while I'm in the little sentry turret mode, I deal pretty ridiculous damage. We'll probably win right here once we're all kind of grouped up like we are. It gets tough for them to break through. Oh, tank time. A lot of the characters' ultimates are really fun to do. The other two I played as, Reinhardt, he can bury everyone in the ground, and McCree does like a death shot thing. That's what killed me so quickly, my first ever death in the other game. So I guess that'll do it for me today. Hey, player of the game. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little snack of Overwatch. It's been fun. Take the chance and download the beta, see what you think of it. Again, I don't think it sold me on the game entirely, but I am having a lot more fun with it than I thought I would have. Hey, look at people giving me likes. But I have to play the game. Big Boss Juicy? I had 16 eliminations. Look at all these career bests too. That was a pretty good game. I mean, again, it was against AI, but it was medium AI. I had been playing against easy because I'm a tiny, tiny little infant baby. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for a delicious new snack every Wednesday and Saturday. I have content of all sorts every other day of the week, so make sure you don't miss any of it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. And I don't know about you guys, but even though it's just a snack, I'm full.
Prepare your defenses.